Okay guys, so this is going to be my third video in the series on top uses for an Altoids tin. Now you see I've got this thing sitting on my little pocket rocket stove, and I'm getting ready to make some char cloth. And I'm going to show you how to make char cloth with the Altoids tin, and then make a whole fire kit for bushcraft. So this week's will be on making your Altoids tin an awesome fire kit complete with char cloth, and using it to make char cloth. So I'm going to fire this up, and I'll put it in fast motion so you guys can see. But basically, you can take any kind of cotton. This is an old t-shirt. Take any kind of cotton, and you light this, and you can do it on a campfire. I'm going to do it on the stove just out of convenience because I don't feel like going to making a fire right now. But you just build a fire, and as soon as you see smoke stop coming out of there, as soon as the smoke dies down, you just pull it off the flame and let it cool. So stick around, I'm going to light this thing up after I pack it all in. Okay, so after you get this all burnt and you check inside and you see that everything looks good in there, nice and light and fluffy. Okay, I mean, see that there, looks good. Anyway, once you do that, then you can go ahead and well, you can either use another Altoids tin for your fire kit, or you can just take some sandpaper and start to clean that one up. So I'm going to clean this one all up and then bring you inside and show you the rest of the fire kit. Okay guys, so now that you've seen how to make the char cloth, I'm going to get into what's in this kit. But let me just talk about fire for a minute. I think we all can agree that a lighter is the easiest way. And you know, that's pretty obvious. You know, these things are going to be great. I wanted to make a fire kit without a lighter though, because a lighter is obvious and everyone should have either a Bic or a Zippo or whatever. You know, this style is probably the best. But let me just kind of preface it by, I'm not bringing a lighter. This is all, you know, lighters can fail, they can crack, they can leak, they can run out of fluid, and you should have one anyway. So this fire kit is all about stuff that's affecting fire without a lighter. So with that, let's jump right in. Just a rubber band on the outside to keep everything together. In an emergency, you can also cut this up and it will extend your fire. Not the best thing to burn, but it works. Now you'll see I've got some of this stuff around here, and this will come into play as we're talking, so just bear with me here. Let's get right into the kit. First thing you're going to notice right off the top is a boatload of dryer lint in a plastic baggie. I do that obviously to keep it dry. Wet tinder is about as useful as wet toilet paper. Okay, so you got to keep your tinder dry. Dryer lint will take off like a rocket. Okay, some people drizzle wax on it. This is just plain. Next thing we're going to get into, now just let me say this, everything in here is either used for ignition or you know, tinder. Basically it's all tinder. You should be able to gather everything else yourself. So this will get the spark or get the flame, and the other stuff will take the flame. That's the only thing I've got in here. Let's get into these little packets first. These are Strike Anywhere matches from UCO. Okay, I like Strike Anywhere because you don't need to carry a strip. You don't need to worry about the strip getting wet, damaged, etc., etc., etc. Wrapped them in some duct tape so that they wouldn't get wet. And you can dip them in wax or do any number of things to keep them waterproof, but I just did this, and I've got like 7 or 8 in this one and like 6 in this one. So have some matches. Okay. Next thing, ferro rod. You guys have seen this one before. Ferro rods are great. In this though, I also brought the striker that came with it. The striker is great for the next item, which is this. Now some of you guys are going to say, wow, that thing looks pretty haggard. Yeah, it does. This is a magnesium bar, okay? You know, it's got a ferro rod on top and magnesium. This one's been a little corroded because I used to carry it around my neck and stuff like that. And the new ones of these are garbage, but this is an old one and it's still mostly magnesium, not zinc. Doan's bar still makes good ones. They cost a little bit more than the $3 cheapos, but they actually work. This is an old one, works really well. This striker will take shavings off of this magnesium very easily. See all those shavings? Okay, that's what you want, those fine little shavings. You shave them onto a leaf or something like that. You get a pile about the size of a quarter. You hit that with one spark, and that magnesium is going to burn at over 5,000 degrees for several seconds, and it will light stuff up. It does awesome. This alone could be your fire kit as far as I'm concerned. I love these things. This is what I learned survival and fire making on. These things rock. I could take this by itself and a knife or a striker and be totally fine. So really the kit could end here, but it doesn't. So we've got that. Okay, striker, this, ferro rod, matches, lint, and then in the bottom I've got some more tinder, because we all love tinder. Hey, Altoids guys, I have 3 of the Altoids tissue papers in there from 3 different tins. And then you can see in here I've got our char cloth. That's this black stuff. That's the char cloth that I made. And then this stuff is this right here. This is the rapid fire, and it's made by Clean Flame. And if you guys have been on the channel for a long time, you'll see that I have done reviews on this. This stuff is the wax boxes that they send fruit and vegetables in, and they shred them into these little pieces. And let me tell you, these things burn forever. You can submerge these and then hit them with a couple sparks and they're still going to take off. So these are my extended flame stuff. Now a couple other things that I want to mention. This is just the tinder that I've brought. There are so many good sources of tinder, and I know there's going to be people jumping all over the comments. You should bring this, you should bring that, you should have this. Okay, let me just mitigate some of that. Here are some other options that you can substitute for this stuff if you don't have it. Number one that I would substitute, cotton balls slathered in Vaseline. Fluff them up real good when you go to light them. They will take a flame and burn forever. They are awesome. So cotton balls with Vaseline or Vicks Vapor Rub or anything of that nature works really, really well. Another thing you can bring are these. These are the Esbit tablets. You can shave these and they will burn for a long, long time. They're not great at taking a spark at all. Even when they're shaved down, it's going to take a little more work to get them lit, but they will last for a long, 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 long time. Okay, so that's another option. Okay, this is what I normally carry my cotton balls in, just, you know, in my normal kit. But I just packed this full. I think I can get like 7 or 8 cotton balls in there, and it's got a little striker on the bottom too, which is kind of neat. So, and then the last thing that I would mention is fat wood. You know, fat wood can definitely be carried if you wanted to. If you don't know how to harvest fat wood or find fat wood, Light My Fire actually does sell fat wood, which I think is crazy. But anyway, there are a lot of substitutes. I'm not going to get on all that. This is my kit, guys. This is my fire kit without a lighter. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Take some time and comment below with what you carry. Thumbs up, subscribe, and as always, guys, God bless, and I will catch you next time.